I'm your girl Destiny, and today we are back with another session of Des with the Mess. Now, I typically go live on my channel, for those of you that are new to my channel, but today I wanted to do something a little different, kind of have a previously recorded video. I used to do them a lot previously when I first started my channel, so I kind of just wanted to switch it up today. I love going live and engaging with everybody, getting feedback with everybody, but on this video, I kind of just wanted to, cut out all the noise and then just go straight into this video because this is a place that I've been in before. And I felt like it would be different if it was a more intimate conversation than I'm just having, like where I'm just giving my perspective and that's it kind of thing. So if you have not done so already, please make sure to subscribe down below. We are at our 300, I believe, in 4 subscriber count. So I really want to hit that 400 threshold by the end of my birthday month, which is February. So if you have not done so already, please subscribe down below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button. It is the easiest way to support my channel. The easiest way to support my channel, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this video. So today we're going to be talking about 14 signs that your relationship is over. Now, there are a lot of signs out there that you should really catch on to determine whether or not you just need to let this relationship go, okay? But I kind of wrote down a good 14 to where it's like, we can break it down, talk about it. I may give some examples about things that happened in my relationship. I was in a 9-year relationship at one point and in another relationship for a good year and a half, something like that. So, and both of them were very serious relationships. So I don't know. I feel like I have a pretty decent understanding of, times that I should have left and maybe I didn't leave, and things that I probably overlooked that I should not have. And I want to help people avoid those type of situations. Like maybe you just need to go ahead and get out of there. So, all right. So number 1 is you two don't like each other anymore. And it sounds like it's like a given, like, okay, but if y'all don't even like each other as friends, you don't even like them as a person, you just need to go ahead and let that relationship go. Cause like it's people that you've been with for a while, and maybe it hasn't even been a while. Like once that representative is no longer in play, like once everything is out there, like when you live together or y'all been together for a while, you're starting to notice things that you didn't notice or lies that you're catching on to that you didn't notice before, like things they might have lied about because they didn't think you was going to be around that long. And now they're like, ooh, I forgot I told her that. Yeah, those kind of things. Like it's to the point where they could chew funny and it irritates you. You know what I'm saying? The way they order when y'all go out to eat is just irritating. Like you just don't like them anymore. You don't even want to be around them anymore. That is a clear sign, a clear indicator that you just need to go ahead and get up out of there. Go on, get up out of there. Y'all ain't even cool no more. You know what I'm saying? And now you're stuck with somebody you don't even like. Child, listen. Okay, number two. They aren't the first person that you call when big things happen. Now, I noticed that in my relationship, when certain things would happen, like I would have promotions at work or, opportunities to go somewhere, like with the company, or me and my girlfriends would have a big thing going on, or they weren't the first person I wanted to talk to and vent to or even give the tea to. Like I feel like my man now, he gets all the tea, whether he's listening or not. Half the time I don't even think he's really listening to me, but like I feel like I'm so excited to even get his opinion on things. I want to know that we are on the same page, we're thinking the same way, like all of that. If that's not the first person that you even want to talk to and, like even just, gather your thoughts with, that's not your person. That's not. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that goes along with y'all not even liking each other. You know what I'm saying? It's time. It's time, honey. But maybe these other ones will maybe you can look over that, okay? All right. So number 3, there is no mutual respect at all whatsoever. And when I say that, that's like when you have been with, now these are for those long-term relationships. When you've been with someone long enough to where you can tell what upsets them, what upsets you, what's going to start an argument, what is not. You can pretty much determine before a conversation happens whether it's going to lead into an argument or not. Okay? You have to have that mutual respect even during that conversation to not take it too far, to not upset them too much to where it goes further than it should. You know what I'm saying? You have to respect them enough to not talk out of line, to not say anything out of line that's going to make them feel disrespected. You know what I'm saying? That mutual respect of even stepping out. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect them enough to not want them to look silly out here in these streets. You know what I mean? If you don't have that in any relationship, whether that's a friendship or relationship, it's time to go. It's time. It's time. It's still time. But maybe you can overlook that too. We're going to see. We're going to see. Number 4, you no longer want the same things in life. Okay, when I wrote this one down, I felt this. Like, I had a moment. Like, listen, I spent 9 years with someone. Okay? And it's crazy because when you get together with someone young, those things might not matter as much. Like, you know, how y'all feel about having kids, getting married, where you're going to live. You know, if your job decides to relocate someone, how y'all gonna move collectively as a unit, buying a house, what type of house you want, whether you're gonna be in the country, whether you're gonna be in the city, all of those things, how many kids you want, all of those things play a part. And people will be in relationships with someone and y'all are not even on the same page. Y'all don't even have the same idea of how, you know, what life is, what's important in life. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, y'all had no business being together. And it's crazy because it took me years to understand that, because I used to think, you know what, you know, maybe their perspective will change, or maybe my perspective will change, or maybe before I didn't care as much. Like, maybe not for me, but as an example, maybe you went into a relationship thinking, okay, I don't want kids, and they didn't want kids either. So it's like, okay, that's fine. But then later on, you change your mind, which that's not what they signed up for, but you change your mind, and then it's kind of like, we don't want the same things in life, it's time to go. Other people will stay in those situations thinking that someone will change, someone's perspective will change, and that doesn't always happen. So I think you really need to make sure to have those conversations early on. Like, sometimes it kind of scares people, like when you're talking about marriage and kids too early, but those are things you need to know, especially like with me. I'm 28, well, about to be 28. Lord, I just said I'm going to be 28. I'll be 28 here soon. And that stuff, I need to know that now. I don't want to waste my time with somebody that doesn't want to get married, or that doesn't want to have kids, or buy a house, and all of that, you know, excel in their job, and all of that. All of that matters. And that may not matter to the next person, but in my relationship with who I'm going to be with, we have to be on the same page. I want this many kids, you know, at least this many, like, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your time, sugar. Don't waste your time, sugar. Okay, so number 5, you stop doing your stuff together. When I say your, like, things that you two enjoy to do together, whether that's watching a show together, whether that's going shopping together, whether that's going to ball games together, whether that's, you know, going out to the bar together. There are certain things that you, in whatever that is, you and your person, y'all love to do together. Are y'all continuing to do those things? If you're not even doing that stuff anymore, things that kind of kept that spark in your relationship, that's a sign. Like, if you're going off to do those things on your own, you don't even want to do those things, and that's your person. That's y'all's thing to do together. Like, you know, that restaurant y'all love to go to together. If they're going solo, or they're not wanting to go with you no more, that's scary. That's a sign. Pay attention, okay? Pay attention. All right, so you are the only one putting in effort. Number 6, you are the only one putting in effort. And that goes both ways, guy, girl, no matter who it is. And y'all could both feel like you're the only ones putting in effort. And it's really the both of you, but you don't feel that way because you feel like you're giving in certain ways and they're giving in certain ways. Listen. Or they just ain't giving it all and they're not trying. Like, you're trying to compromise and change things to help the relationship, and they're trying to remain stagnant and do the same things. No, that's not fair to you. It's not. And you're not crazy for thinking that, okay? Get up out of there. Get up out of there. Don't. No. I will not be the only one trying. I will not. It takes 2. And honestly, and sometimes in relationships, you know, sometimes you might have to be the one to bring 60, the other person bring 40. You bringing something. You know what I'm saying? Now, to me, it should be 50-50. But there may be times that, you know, I might not have that full 50. I might just only have 40%. You can meet me the rest of the way with that 60. But if they're just not giving at all and not trying at all, like not budging, what I say before, get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, whew. Number seven. It hurts to hear. It's hard to hear. But someone else is more appealing to you or to your person. If someone else gets your attention in ways that your person that you are with used to, that's a scary thing. Like, that's a sign that you need to go. Even if you're that person that's having interest in someone else, let that other person go. Don't lead them on. Don't have them staying in something when your heart is somewhere else, when your feelings are somewhere else, or even if it's unfinished thoughts, something that you aren't sure about 100%. Don't waste their time in thinking that, you know, y'all are fixing things, y'all are in it together, and your focus is somewhere else. Like, that's the worst thing about cheating. Like, that's where the cheating starts. When you have interest and someone else is appealing to you, and you know that, and you know you're gonna act on that, you need to leave the relationship. People will respect you so much more than holding someone hostage, you know, letting them not love freely. It's not fair. It's not fair to them. Okay? It's not. If you're interested in somebody else, go. That's okay. That's fine. Just go, you know? So, number 8, you dread going home to them. And that sounds so harsh. Like, you don't even want to go home. I ain't even trying to go home to this mug. Like, I love coming home to my man now. Like, when I tell y'all, I will be at work and so ready to leave just to come home and do nothing with him. Just to come home and get on his nerves, honey. You know what I'm saying? Or for him to get on mine. I'm going to get home and miss him all day and then get home and he irritate me and I'm like, I've been rushing Reagan home to you, and this is how you acting. You know what I'm saying? But I love coming home to it's my favorite. That's the best part about my day, is getting home to my man. If I don't feel that anymore and I don't want to come home to you, I'd rather be at work. That's scary. That is really scary. Man or girl. Like, man or girl. Man or woman. Like, I can only fathom that as a man. Like, you know, not having that for your lady no more, because temptation is already like a mug when it comes to them, to where it's like, ooh, y'all are in trouble if they dreading coming home to you. Because listen, and these girls now, boy, they already got a work wife. You know, girls already got a work husband. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather be with the work husband and come home to their So, anywho, okay, so Number nine, you don't miss them when you're apart. When you are at work, at the gym, with your friends, you don't even miss them anymore. You don't even want to be around them in their presence and stuff anymore. That's scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should at least be like, dang, I can't wait to go home to my boo. Like, there are times I don't even kick it with my girls because I'm just trying to be up under my man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or I get with them and I'm just thinking, what time are we leaving? Because I'm ready to go home to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I can, if you don't feel that spark no more in your relationship, now it does go away at times. I understand that. I completely understand that. Especially when you've been with somebody for a long time. Like, you can't wait to, get some time with your girls. And I can feel like that sometimes now. But typically that goes away real quick. Because then I'm like, oh, I miss him. Like, and I love that feeling, and I hope I never lose that feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least not for long if I do. Okay, number 10. Your partner spends more time with other people. That ain't gonna work for me anyway. Let me just throw that out there. But when you see that they're, spending more time with work people, with their family, with their friends, that's them building on the relationships that they have with them, preparing themselves to not have that relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had that friend that's going through it with their person, and they're coming around more, spending time with you more, like wanting to feed that relationship? That way they can get away from that relationship because they've been they've been weaned on that relationship for too long, so now they gotta, branch off. That's what they doing. Okay, that's what they're doing. I mean, people gonna spend time with their friends and their family. But you can tell when somebody's going through something and they around a lot more. But anywho, signs that your relationship is over or gonna be over. Okay, it just is. It just is. So number 11. So you started noticing more flaws than qualities. Boy, that be the main time when and it is usually men when they cheating. That's when they really start noticing everything you do wrong. And another thing, like, you don't cook as often as you could. You ain't been cleaning the kitchen as much as you should. And I don't like the way you snore at nighttime. Like, just, they just be coming up with anything. I don't like the way you park the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're starting to notice every little flaw you had. Whereas before, it was like they couldn't do nothing wrong. Like, you just saw all the good things. They're great with the kids. They, they work and all that. But then, as soon as y'all into it or whatever, or you're already kind of fed up with them anyway, you noticing, I don't even like how he talk with food in his mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I say, it's time to get up out of there. Like, gone. Whew. Okay, so number 12. You are not intimate like you used to be. Now, for those of you that don't believe in sex before marriage, you can just fast forward through this part. But for those of you that are getting it in, listen, you notice the difference when your sex life in your relationship is not the same. You're gonna notice. I know I notice. I'm gonna notice. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's not as often, whether it's not as fun, as spontaneous, as exciting, or even just how it's going, how they're performing. You're going to notice that. And if it's not the same like it used to, that's a sign. Now, whether that could be nothing. That could just be a conversation that you need to have with your person. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, listen to it. Okay? Whew. Number 13. You don't laugh together like you used to. Child. Oh my gosh. Like, and you ever stop and think about when you're either out of a relationship and you think about all the good times y'all had before, how fun it was and all that, and this correlates with number 14. You are bored. When you don't laugh together, you're not having fun together no more. People underestimate how much that makes a difference in relationships. It really does. Like, when you can't even have fun with that person no more, like, it's like, dang, like, what happened to you? Like, that's what a lot of people are they're really thinking that, like, dang, what happened to you? Because you weren't this way before. And it's unfortunate, like, you know what I'm saying? Because by the time people realize that stuff, it's too late. When you don't, y'all aren't friends anymore. If y'all can't even laugh together and have fun together anymore, you're not even friends anymore. And a lot of times that's why a lot of people cheat. Because they get that in someone else. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're enjoying that company of somebody else. If y'all familiar with Fences, like, I will never forget him telling her, like, when she was like, are you going to leave her alone? He was like, he's like, there's a way I laugh in her house. Like, it starts from my toes. Like, the laugh, like, he gets a good laugh when he's over there. The way he feels there, he's like, I'm not going to let that go for nobody or nothing. And that's just like, dang, but that matters. Like, when somebody makes you feel important, you know what I'm saying? They make you feel wanted, like, all that matters. Now, he was an asshole on Fences. He really was. Like, don't get me started on Fences. But it does, I can understand how, if you feel like you've lost that spark with your person, how that matters. It matters, y'all. But, that's my 14 signs that your relationship is over. Now, you all tell me down below what you think. There may be some other signs that you notice in relationships where you're like, you know what? It was time to go. It is time to go. And comment them down below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button on this video. And if you have not done so already, please subscribe down below. Check out some of my other playlists on my channel. But until next time, you guys, bye.